our math lesson for today. So, today we're going to continue working in our Tara West booklet, okay? And we're going to be moving on to lesson 2.4 because we are rocking and rolling, and you guys are doing such a great job on this. Now, today we are going to take it a step further, or we're going to make what we were learning a little bit harder, okay? So, but we're going to stick with our I can statement, okay? We're going to say, I can decompose or break it down a two-digit number into tens and ones to help with addition, okay? Because remember, we're working with two-digit addition. Yesterday, we did a two-digit number plus a one-digit number. Let's see what we're going to do today. All right, first, we're going to review. What does it mean to decompose? We talked about this some yesterday in small group math. When we decompose a number, it means we break it down into tens and ones, but we don't say 3 tens and 5 ones. We break it down into their values, or that what we were calling standard form. No, just kidding. Scratch that. Rewind. When we break it down, we do it into expanded form, right? So we take this small number 35 and we expand it into the value of the numbers, okay? So if I know that 35 is equal to 30 plus 5, what do you think? Pause. Grab your whiteboard because you are going to need your whiteboard for this whole lesson. I forgot to tell you that. So grab your whiteboard and a dry erase marker and then come back. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so if 35 equals 30 plus 5, what does this equal? Write it on your whiteboard. Go, go, go. 47 equals what? Remember, we're decomposing those numbers, or we're breaking them down into tens and ones, but the value of those, expanded form. Did you write, if you haven't finished yet, pause the video. Okay, did you write that 47 is equal to 40 plus 7? If you did, kiss your brain, because you know exactly what you need to know to be able to do this lesson today. All right, so we're going to work today more on expanding those numbers and decomposing them, okay? Here we go. Now, like I said, yesterday we worked on adding a two-digit number plus a one-digit number, right? Well, today we are going to be adding two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers. Now, for some of you guys, this might look a little scary. You might be like, oh my gosh, Miss Gates wants me to do what? But I'm going to show you a trick, okay? The strategy that we are using today to help us solve a two-digit addition problem is called decomposing numbers, okay? So what I want us to do, we're going to decompose both of these numbers and then add them together, and that will help us add, okay? So let's start with 63. So on your whiteboard, I want you to write the number, this problem, exactly like it is on the board. 63 plus 25. Now, when you're doing that, do you see how, Miss Gates, the ones are lined up on top of the ones and the tens are lined up on top of the tens? Make sure that yours are lined up just like that, okay? So, our problem is 63 plus 25. Okay, now we're going to go and we're going to work in this area beside our problem, okay? Now, I know that 63 can be decomposed into tens and ones. 63 is equal to 60 plus 3. Okay? And I can do the same thing for 25. 25 is equal to 20 plus 5. Now, our neatest handwriting is going to be needed for this because we have to make it neat and lined up, super specific, so that we can answer our questions, okay? So when we are adding numbers, we always start with the ones, Where do we start? The ones. Where do we start? The ones. Very good. So I have 3 ones plus 5 ones. 3 plus 5. There's a couple ways we could do that. We could just know it. Some of us just know it. We could put the big number in our head. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So we know that 3 plus 5 equals 8. Okay? Then we move on to our tens. What do we know 60 plus 20? 60, 70, 80. 60 plus 20 is 80. All right. So now I can look at this. What do we know about the number 80 plus 8? 80 plus 8 gives me 88. So we know that 63 plus 25 equals 88. And we did that by decomposing it first and then putting it back into standard form. Let's try another one. So erase your board. Why won't the box go away? Let me see if I can get the box to go away because it's going to drive me crazy. All right. So on your board, I want you to do the same thing. Remember, I need it to be super neat. You're going to write 47 plus 32. And you're going to make sure that you have those ones lined up with the ones and the tens lined up with the tens because we need it to be super neat. All right. Remember, our first step is that we want to break it down or decompose it into tens and ones. 47 is equal to, who thinks they know it? Oh, I heard Elena say it. She said 40 plus 7. All right, let's see. Then we're going to do the same thing for 32. Decompose your number 32. Let's think about it. What is that answer? Oh, I heard Raymond say it. It was 30 plus 2. And look, do you notice Miss Gates kept her ones on top of her ones and her tens on top of her tens? Okay? Once we do that, it's easier to add. We know that 7 plus 2 equals, I heard Brandon say it. He said 7 plus 2 equals 9. Who's going to answer this one? Let's see. 40 plus 30. 40, 50, 60, 70. I heard Anna say it. She was right. So 70 plus 9 equals, 70 plus 9 equals 79. I heard us all say it that time. Great job. Okay, so remember, step 1, decompose each number. Step 2, add your ones because we always start with our ones. Step 2, add your tens and then reunite them as a standard form number. All right, now this one's going to be a little more tricky. Let's see if we can do it. Oh man, there's that box again. There's that box again. Okay, here we go. 76 plus 17. What is our step 1? I heard Johan say it. He said decompose them into tens and ones. 76 equals 70 plus 6. All right? What do I do next? Decompose it. 17 is the same thing as 10 plus 7. All right. Step 2. We always add the ones first. 7 plus 6, or 6 plus 7. Think about it. I heard Madeline. She said the answer is 13. 13. All right? 70 plus 10. 70 plus 10. 70, 80. Very good. 80. So now we have to do 80 plus 13. Now, there's a couple ways we can do this. If you can do it in your head, that's fine. If not, you can break this number down kind of into a number bond like we did yesterday. 13 is the same thing as 10 plus 3, right? So if I have 80 plus 10, that's 90, plus 3 is 93. All right? Or you could just do 80 plus 13 equals 93. Very good. All right. Clear your whiteboard. You're going to do this next one by yourself. Okay? Here we go. Our problem is 43 plus 35. All right? I want you to practice. Decompose your numbers, add your ones, add your tens, and then get your number to end with, all right? Go ahead and hit pause and come back to see if your answer was correct. Okay, so write down your problem on your whiteboard, work it out, and then hit pause. All right, let's see if we were ready. 40 plus 3, 30 plus 5. We always add those ones first. 3 plus 5 equals 8. 40 plus 30 equals 70. And I know that 70 plus 8 equals 78. If you got that one right, kiss your brain. If you didn't, you have one more chance. Here we go. Clear your whiteboard. And I want to see you work this problem right here. 54 plus 29. Okay, write that number down on your whiteboard. 54 plus 29. Okay? Solve your problem, 54 plus 29. When you're finished solving, press play and come on back and see if you're correct. So we start out with 50 plus 4, 20 plus 9, 4 plus 9 equals 13, 50 plus 20 equals 70. You could do 70 plus 13, or if you needed to, you could break 13 down into 10 plus 3. 70 plus 10 is 80, plus 3 is 3. So 54 plus 29 equals 83. All right, for today, you don't have a specific paper that you're going to use to play your game. If you want to, you can play this game or you can use this practice strategy with your parents or a grown-up or a babysitter or a sibling that's older than you that can help you do this, okay? You are both going to choose a number and you'll write your problem. So if your sibling wanted to do 75 and you wanted to do 14, okay? So you would do 75 plus 14, and then you would write it on your whiteboard and work it out. And then you double check to make sure you both got the same answer, okay? Once you've practiced that a few times, you're going to look in your Tara West book and you're going to open it to page 2.4, okay? 2.4, and you're going to practice. It looks like a lot of them, but these should be pretty quick and fast, okay? It shouldn't take you longer than like 10 minutes if you stay on task. So if it's taking longer than 10 minutes, just do it. Let's do 15. If it takes longer than 15 minutes, stop and you can be finished. But you have to be working the whole time, okay? So work the hardest that you can for 15 minutes. If you can't finish it in 15 minutes, that is fine, all right? I will see you guys in small groups in just a little bit. Have a good rest of your afternoon.